The welcome rains reach the dry riverbeds leading to the coast, and soon turn them into mighty torrents. Confirming the link between the interior and the coast, the muddy waters finally discharge into the Atlantic Ocean. Eventually, all returns back to normal, with the waters dissipating into the desert sands. But these desert rivers are also the lifeblood for remarkable creatures. Northern Namibia is famous for its desert elephants. Totaling a few hundred, these magnificent creatures are particularly well adapted to the conditions prevailing in the coastal Namib Desert. They move up and down the dry riverbeds, down to the Skeleton Coast, and depending on the rains, may venture far from the riverbeds and onto the plains. Almost unbelievably, another large mammal ventures here. King of the big cats and the crown of all creation, the desert lions of the Skeleton Coast. Numbering scarcely 100 and spread over a vast area, their presence graces this coast beyond imagination. Today, these lions are a flagship species for high-end tourism. For this economic reason, and simply for their sheer beauty, they can never be allowed to disappear. There are other desert rivers, without which certain higher forms of life cannot exist in the arid lands. One of them is the Khoiset River, separating the red dunes from the gravel plains. The river seldom runs on the surface, but the underground water flow supports large acacia trees. They bear nutritious pods, protected by spiky thorns that deter herbivores. They are, however, no match for the big horns of the oryx, who shakes the tree with its horns to dislodge the pods. Acacia pods also provide fodder for the animals of the Topnar Namas, a striking example of reliance on natural resources in a land of scarcity. Living this life on the edge for thousands of years, the Topnars are the people who have been associated with this coastal region for the longest time, and are thought to be direct descendants of the so-called strandlopers, or beachcombers. To survive here, they have another secret weapon, the nara plant. It bears a delicious melon, the treasure of which is protected by spiky thorns. The fruit is rich in vitamins, and the Topnar culture closely evolved around this plant, which they cherish from a very young age. The plant is processed in many ways, for its juice, sweet and sticky flesh, and even the pips, which are very high in protein. The leftovers are equally appreciated further down the food chain. The Topnars are livestock farmers like other Nama groups, some of which live 600 kilometers further south along the banks of the Orange River. Flowing through the Namib, the river meets the sea at Oranjemund. Its mouth is a paradise for birds. Numerous species breed at this Ramsar site, a wetland of international importance. Others frolic in the waters, taking a break from their long journeys. North from here, the next heaven in a waterless world is also a Ramsar site. Sandwich Harbour, where the waters of the Khoiset River surface at the coast, not far from the town of Walvis Bay. In this veritable oasis, many birds fatten up and ready themselves for their long journeys across waterless landscapes. But upstream, water extraction from the Khoiseep River has led to changes over a mere 3 decades that are ominous and far-reaching. A tragedy in the making. Compare this photograph taken in 1975 with this one taken in 1992, and then this one from 2008. On the gravel plains north of the Khoiseep, only the hardiest species survive. Eating one's own old skin means nothing is wasted here. Other survivors are the lichens, of which there is a great variety. And the remarkable Welwitschia mirabilis. It can survive very hot periods and has long taproots and the ability to absorb dew at night. It is believed that certain individuals may be as old as 2,000 years. Then it is night, and a time for creatures who live and die by it. The trapdoor spider disappears in an instant. Never venturing beyond the red dunes, the dune gerbil economizes on water and even concentrates its own urine to recirculate more water through its body. The town of Swakopmund is an oasis for humans along the desert coast. As in Lüderitz, the German colonial legacy is evident in the town's architecture. The rocky harbour provides shelter against the rigours of the ocean. It is a base for marine diamond mining and fishing, and is well known for the lobster industry based here. Such coastal riches, including the land-based diamond mines in southern Namibia, have lured many people here from other parts of the country in search of a better life. Sadly, their aspirations are not always met.